Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle. And take that easiness with a grain of salt because it's considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany forum, and there's a lot of really smart people there. Today's puzzle is called Yin Yang Dominoes by Puzzle Tank, and here are the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules, which means place the digits 1 through 9 in every row, column, we can get a column here, and 3 by 3 box. We have killer, or killer cages, where digits in a cage must not repeat and they sum to the number in the top left corner if given. So, for example, if this were, say, a 4, this would have to be a 7 because these digits must add up to 11. These digits must add up to 14, these must add up to 3, these must add up to 6, etc., etc. We also have yin yang, where we need to shade some cells such that all shaded cells are orthogonally connected and all unshaded cells are orthogonally connected. No 2 by 2 area can be entirely shaded or unshaded. So this is an example of a yin-yang shading that works, right? Because to connect from any cell so what it means for the all the shaded cells to be orthogonally connected is you can go from any shaded cell to any other shaded cell just by going through edges, and you can stay within the shaded region doing that. This is not a valid yin-yang shade, and you can do that for the unshaded regions. This is not a valid yin-yang shading because for the unshaded regions, to get from any of these cells to any of these cells, you either have to cross a corner, you have to move diagonally, you cannot go through edges, or you have to go through the shaded area, which is not allowed. This is not a valid yin-yang shading because we have a 2 by 2 area that is entirely unshaded. So that's an example of how yin-yang shading works. We also have, for the shading, all cages have one shaded cell and one unshaded cell. The largest digit in a cage is always shaded, and the smallest digit is always unshaded. And all given digits are of the same shading. Okay. So first of all, in every cage, one is shaded and one is unshaded. And we know the largest digit is in the shaded cell. The smallest digit is in the unshaded cell. So all the cages are 2 in size, right? So it's 2 in size, 2 in size, 2 in size, 2 in size, etc., etc. And the largest digit is always in the shaded, and the smallest is always in unshaded. And all given digits, so the 1, the 4, and the 9 must be the same shading. So that this would not work as the shading for this, as the correct shading for this puzzle, because the 1, 4, and 9 are different shades. The 1 is shaded and the 4 and 9 are unshaded. They either have to all be shaded or all be unshaded. We don't know which. And finally, we have Kropke, where digits separated by a black dot are in a 1:2 ratio. Not all black dots are given. So, for example, if this were a 2, this would have to be 1 or 4 to maintain the 1:2 ratio between them. And those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay, let's look at the different possibilities. This is a 1-2 pair to add up to 3. Same here. This is a 7-9 pair to add up to 16. This 1-2 pair here eliminates 1-2 as possibilities here. So it cannot be 1-7 or 2-6 adding up to 8. This must be a 3-5 pair here. This digit then it's either 1, 5 or it's 2, 4. It can't be 1, 2, or 5, therefore this must be a 4 and this must be 2 to add up to 6. Therefore, the 4 is the larger digit and is shaded. The 2 must be unshaded. Okay. This cannot be a 2-9 pair adding up to 11. It cannot be 4-7. It must be 3-8, which this is 3 and that's 8, or 5-6, in which case this is 5 and that's 6 because it cannot be 3 or 5 here because of the 3-5 pair in the row. That's going... Okay, yeah, this has to be the larger number, so this is blue. This is a smaller number, so that's green. The 14 cages must be 5, 6, 8, and 9. That leaves the rest of the digits in that cage because of a 5, 6, 8, 9 quadruple to be 4, 3, 4, and 7. This can't be 4, though, because of the 4 in the column. So this is 4 here. The rest of row 3 has to be 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 6, 7. Okay, so this is guaranteed to be 6, 7, or 8, and this is 1, 2, or 3 to add up to 9 with it. This is then guaranteed to be the largest digit, so it's shaded, and this is unshaded. This is 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 in box 2 cannot be here, so it must be here. So 1's here, which means 1 is one of these two. This is a split. So, in yin-yang shading, you can only swap essentially sets or shadings twice on the grid. And the reason why is if you swap more than twice, say you tried to have this be blue, this be green, and you swapped again, well, you always have to swap again back, so there's always 4 shadings then. But how do you orthogonally connect from this green region to this green region and then orthogonally connect the blue regions? You can't. So that's why you can only swap twice in on the edge of a yin-yang shading. Well, this swaps here, and this must be guaranteed to swap here because one of these is shaded, one of these is unshaded. So this cannot swap anywhere else on the grid. So this must match this, which is blue, and this must match this, which is green. Therefore, all the given digits must be green. So this is green, this is green, this is green. This 2x2 area means this is all green, so this must be shaded here. Shaded is the larger digit. Yes, so this is 5. This must be 3. This is green. Another thing we know. Okay, so this cannot be blue. If this is blue, how does this connect orthogonally to the rest of the blues, while this green would essentially connect to the rest of the greens? It can't. And this is I don't know what the term is. It's not rule of thumb. Rule of thumb is not. It's basically a deduction or a known knowledge thing for yin-yang puzzles. You can't have 2 diagonals be one set and the other 2 diagonals be another set. Because, and this is basically just like from the geometry of yin-yang, right? How does this connect with as one orthogonally connected region with the blue essentially also connecting as an orthogonal region? And the answer is you can't. So this must be green here. This blue must connect orthogonally with the rest, so this must be blue here. Since this is blue, this must be green. Also, this is 2x2 area with all blue. This is 2x2 area with all green, so this must be blue. 2x2 area with all green, so this must be blue. This must be a 5, 6, 8, and 9 triplet, or quadruplet possibilities, I should say, to add up to 14. This has to be, cannot be 3, 4, or 2, 5 because of the 3, 5 pair in the box. So this is 1 and 6. This can't be 1 here. So 6 cannot be here. This can't be 8. 5 cannot be here, so this can't be 9. The unshaded is the smaller one. So this cannot be 8. This has to be, because if this is 8, this would have to be 6 when smaller. This must be blue. So this is 5 and 9, which makes this a 6, 8 pair. Blue is the larger one, so this is 8. This must be 6 and green. This cannot be a 6, 8 pair. So this is to add up to 14. This must be specifically 5 and 9. To add up to 12 here, it cannot be 5, 7 or 3, 9 because of the 5 and 9 in the row. So this is 4, 8. That eliminates 4 and 8 in the rest of the row. That leaves 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. This can, okay, so this has to be a 6, 7 pair to add up to 13. That eliminates 6 and 5 as a possibility for this cage. So this is 3 and 8. That means this can't be 8, this can't be 8, this can't be 1. That leaves this digit as 6, 7, or 9. Cannot be 6 because of the 6 in the box. This digit is going to be smaller than this. So it cannot be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 7 or 8, and this is 8 or 9 here then. Where is the 2 in box 1? Can't be here because it must be the greater digit in the shaded region. Can't be either of these, so this must be 2 here. That means 8 is one of these digits because this cannot be 8 here. Remaining digits here in row 2 are 5 through 9. This can't be 9, so this has to be less than this digit. So it cannot be 8 or 9 here. This can't be 8. This can't be 5 or 9. Where's the 9 in row 2? It must be here. So this can't be 9 here. This becomes a 6, 7 pair, which eliminates 6, 7 in the rest of the row. So this can't be 7. This is 9. That makes this 8, which makes that 7. So 7 cannot be any of these. This can't be 5 because it would be less than 6 here if that were the case. This is a 6, 8, 6, 8 pair, which forces this to be 5. The 6, 8, 6, 8 pair eliminates 6 and 8 in the rest of the box, so this can't be 6. This is 7. That makes this 2. This 7 eliminates 7 here, so this is 6. Okay, so this can't be 2 because of the 2 in the column. This can't be 2 and 3. It must be 1 and 4. So this is 1 and this is 4. 1 is the smaller one number and is unshaded. So this must be blue since you can't have cross diagonals of different sets. This must be a blue. This 4 eliminates 4 here, so this is 8, this is 4. This can't be 1 because of the 1 in the box now. Rest of column 2 has to be 1, 3, 6, and 7. 1 cannot be here. So since this is blue, this must be green. Unshaded is always smaller. So this cannot, since this is 3 or 6, this has to be great. The blue has to be greater than it. So it has to be at least 6 or 7 here. Where is this can't be 7 then. Where is the 1 in column 2? It has to be here. The 7, 9 pair okay, so this is 7 and is unshaded. So this must be shaded. Shaded is the larger one, so this is 9, this is 7. That eliminates 7 here, so this is 6 and 7 here. This can't be 7 here and here in the row because of the 7 in the row. This is 7. This is green, so this must be blue here. We don't know which one this is. This 4 eliminates 4 here. So where is the 4 in box 4? It has to be here. The rest of column 1 is 2, 3, 7, and 8. So this can't be 7. The rest of column 3 is 4, 5, and 9. This cannot be 9 here or here, so this must... Where is the 9 in column 3? It must be here. This blue must connect to the rest of the blues, so it must connect this way. One of these is blue, one of these is green, we're not sure. Okay, this is the smaller one, so it's unshaded. So this is green, this is blue. This is a smaller one, so that's green, this is blue. We can't have cross diagonals of different sets, so this must be green here. One of these is green, one of these is blue. So this blue cannot connect out this way to the rest of the blues. It must connect out this way. So this is blue here, right? Only one of these is blue here. So it could be green here, which blocks it off, or blue and then green, which blocks it off. This blue must connect to the rest of the blues. Okay, rest of row 1 is 1, 5, and 7. And 1 can't be here or here, so this must be 1 here. That makes this a 5, 7 pair. This can't be 7 because of 7 in the column, so this is 5, that's 7. Rest of box 2, I meant to say. This is the rest of row 1 now is here. So this must be 3, 4, 9. And 4, 9 cannot be here because of the 5, 9 pair and the 4 in the column, so this is 3. This can't be 3 or 9, so this is 4, which makes that 9. Six cannot be here because of the 6 in the row. So this is 3, which makes this 7. That makes this 3. The 7 makes that a 6. So 3 can no longer be here. 3 is a smaller one and therefore unshaded, so that's fine. Let's see. Where is the 8 in column 4? Cannot be here because of 8 in the box, and the rest are filled out, so this must be an 8. And 8's greater than 4, 5, so 8 must be shaded. Therefore, this is unshaded. The blue has to connect out, so this must be the blue here. Therefore, that makes this green. This blue has to connect out, so this must be blue. And this must be blue. Therefore, that's green. We have 2 by 2 area, which is 3 green, so this must be blue. This is the larger of the digits. We have, what, 3, 5, and 6 remaining in column. This is the larger digit, so it must be 2 versus 2 and 1. Therefore, this can't be 2. This is 3, 5, or 6. If this were 6, it would be greater than... If this were 3, it'd be smaller than all of these. So this must be 6, which means this can't be 6. This can't be 6. These can't be 6. This is a 1, 3 pair. This 8 eliminates 8 from being there. The rest of row 7 is 2, 4, 5, and 7. Well, this can't be 4, 5 because of the 4 in the 5's 9 pair in the column. This must be 2 and... Okay, so this cross can't be the same. You can't have two sets with different sets. You can't have diagonals with the same set and different sets across the diagonals. So this must be green. To connect to the blues, you have to go here. We have, what, 2 and 9 remaining. 9 cannot be here because of 9 in the column, so this is 2, which makes this 9. This can't be 9, so this is 5 and 9. 5 eliminates 5 here, so it's 3 and 5. The rest of the digits in column 5 are 2 and 4. The rest of the digits in column 6 are 3 and 5. Okay. The rest of the digits in column 7 are 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. And this has to be the larger one. If this were 2, if this were 1, obviously it would not be the larger one. If this were 2, this would be 1, so this would have to be 6, 7, or 8, and it would not be the larger one. So this is 6, 7, or 8. It cannot be 6 because of the 6 in the row. This can't be 1. It cannot be 7. So this is 2, 6, 8. Where is the 1 in column 7? It must be here. So this is 1, that's 2, which means this is a smaller one and therefore unshaded. The blue is shaded. This is a diagonal of green, so this can't be a diagonal of blue, so this must be green. 5 is smaller, so it's unshaded. Blue is green. 9 is the larger one. This is a blue cross diagonal, so this can't be green. This must be blue then. This green has to connect, so this is green orthogonally. One of these is blue or green. I think you can have blue, blue. Okay, this cannot be 2. So therefore, this is always greater than this one. 4 is always going to be greater than 1 or 3. So this is shaded. That makes this unshaded. This is a 2x2 area, which is all green, so this must be blue. And we fill the rest with, well, okay, so this is a 1-to-2 ratio. It's either 4-8 or 3-6 here. This can't be 6, so this can't be 3. It can't be 2 and 1, or 2 and 4. This digit has to be a 7. So 7 cannot be here. The remaining digits in row 5 are 6 and 8. And this is 6 and 8. This 5 here eliminates 5 here. So this is 4, which means this can't be 4. This is 5. That means this must be a 3-6 pair. And therefore this is 3. That's 6. This can no longer be 6 here. This is the smaller one since it's unshaded. Cannot be 8. Therefore this must be 2. That makes this 7, which makes this 2. Which makes that 8, which makes that 7. 2 eliminates 2 here, so it's 4 and 2. 5 eliminates 5 here, so it's 4. This 3 eliminates 3 here, so it's 5 and 3. 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 8. This can't be 8 anymore, so it's 6 and 8, which makes this 6 and 8. This 3 eliminates 3 here, so it's 1 and 3. That leaves this as 1 and 5. Yeah, pretty straightforward, actually, for a yin-yang puzzle. Probably one of the easier ones that you can have. Still, the logic there is very sound and very nice, so it's pretty cool. Nice job on the puzzle, I would say. Yeah. Well, this is probably one of the simpler yin-yang rules that I've seen, so nice job for making it pretty accessible. And yeah, it just flowed. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.